Brisa Hennessy and Johanne Defay have hit the lineup for the last women's quarterfinal of the day. We'll be heading into the men's quarterfinals after this with Owen Wright and Ethan Ewing paddling out. Brisa currently wearing the yellow jersey, hanging on to it after a big victory out at Sunset Beach, her very first championship tour victory. Coming down here, getting to see the world's best, competing for the most iconic trophy in surfing history at the longest running event of all time, the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach. And Brisa Hennessy on the inside section takes off.
Yeah, that little bit of ruffle on the surface now. We saw it come into play in the last heat.
And you can just see those flags starting to wave in the wind. And down the line, Brisa Hennessy now with a great face opening up, looking cleaner from that set before, just cleaning out the surface of that wave. Connects two turns together, and now she lines it up. Little hook, and up into the foam. She's now hoping for a steeper section to finish off. And there we go, puts on a powerful punch. And she's now got this heat opened up.
Yeah, well, Johanne had priority, and she wanted that wave. She really paddled with a lot of intent to get it. She was very deep.
Hence the yellow jersey on her back as we take a look at this one, Rabbit.
Yeah, great slashing turn to start with. Then she just brings it around already in the dead section of the wave, but she's going back and forth, zigging and zagging and keeping her speed rail to rail. And she maintains that speed through that inside, and there's another little bonus section here, and you know, just finishes it nice, a very clean finish.
Johanne now having a look at this one. Nice deep bottom to top turn combination to get things started. Lining it up for a second one. Carving back into the foam. Just finding that momentum with the wave. Matching the pace of it. Some great rail work as she comes through to the inside. And she goes for a similar finish and rides out so clean.
I'm really finding it hard to separate those two rides.
Really similar.
Really similar.
And a good exchange to kick things off, because now we're going to see where the judges go with each. The surfers are going to be able to get that in their minds and start making adjustments out in the lineup with so much time to go.
And here's Johanne. She gets that one outside turn. And again, very similar. Like, she gets past that initial bowl section. So the 1 for 1 on the bowl, and then back and forward. This way, maybe just a little bit more body through this section for Johanne. But it seems to me it'll be decimal points will separate them. Probably a little bit more dynamic on the finish.
From their score lines, Brisa locking in a 6.83 for that last wave. With priority, it's Brisa Hennessy in yellow. On a solid size wave, opening up in front of her off the Bells Bowl. Big carve to start things off with. Into that second big wrap back into the foam. And that chatter on the face of the wave, you can see her board just slicing through it. Throws that stallin' just to keep with the timing and the tempo of this wave. Puts on a really strong turn, throws some spray, and she's looking to build on that 6.83. Wave selection is such a key factor as we take a look at this one, Rabbit.
Oh, it's so chattery. Like, she's finding it really hard to get the fin set, and she's already out past the bowl section, and then we come into this section here, and she really is finding it hard to get, you know, point scoring maneuvers. She does finish it off here nicely. And I really do believe that Johanne really sold it on that one in some respects, because look how smooth this wave is.
Good rail work from Defay on that opening turn. Unleashes. More on the second. And now looking for this inside section to bowl up in front of her. She's got some speed. She's got a good finish to match. She'll cook out just down the way from Brisa Hennessy.
Now, even though that set was relatively close to the one before it, amazing how much chop turned up in the lineup. Look how smooth this wave is for Johanne. Nothing major on this wave, but, you know, a solid ride, and that's a beautiful turn.
Then she finds this inside section.
Yeah, it would seem to me that Johanne got the best of this exchange. Here we go, though. Here's Johanne, and she's trying to get that 5.54. Not much required there as a Nice layback there.
Nice layback, little snap to start things off. Backs it up with the layback, throwing in a little bit of variety. Lining it up now for the inside. Having to put in that work, that pressure on the front foot, really pump along and create her own speed. Now to put a little tag on the finish. So easy for Johanne from Reunion Island. Walked away number 4 in the world. And now the moment, 7 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock. Johanne Defay is gonna go. Brisa Hennessy lets her have this one. Johanne now with a big foam climb to kick things off. Around the section, drifts that tail a little bit on that first turn. And now just a slow 2-part turn to carve back through a flat section. Again, pumping through to the inside. She is looking for that 5.54, and she's gonna need a good section here to get into that range. And there we go, nice click. Is she gonna get another opportunity? There it is, she is feeling it, that emotion coming through from Johanne Defay. Let's take another look at it here.
Sees a little bit of the lip collapses a bit and a couple of foam climbs there. That was a little bit more spicy, that one. But I think she might have needed a little bit more bowl action. I have been wrong before, let's see.
Down to 3 minutes on the clock. Johanne chasing a score. And here we go. She's got an opportunity for it now. Up into the lip on that first turn. Bumpy section. Goes for that little rail grab, tail slide on the second, throwing in a great bit of progression. Now let's see what happens on the inside. Is it going to line up for her? Is it going to give her the opportunity to chase down the score? She's working so hard for it. And it's nearly starting to stand up. There it is for the finish. And she's feeling it, Rabbit. Chasing a 5.54. Laura Eniver, you got to see that one. It's going to be close. As we take a look at the replay now, thanks so much, Laura. And it's that veteran experience carrying her through with great wave selection and some progressive maneuvers, Rabbit.
Yeah, it really was. She got that tail slide there, and this wave is amazing because I think Brisa's now going, well, I'm not taking the first wave of the set. And now this might have been the one to get, because that one's a happier ending, because that was a stronger ride for sure, but it's going to be still borderline, and it is not quite enough. Shannon, it's a 5.07.
Wow, as we take a look at the slow-mo, that tail drift, slide, grabs the rail, and the judges not rewarding it with enough to take her through. She was chasing a 5.54. She gets a 5.07 Rabbit, and that is a nail-biting finish for Brisa Hennessy. Brisa with some great results so far off of her first championship tour victory out at Sunset, now looking for another semi-final to her results this season. And her coach, Glenn Micro Hall, with the claps there. Brooke Ferris from Rip Curl feeling very stoked to see their girl Brisa making it through with a clutch performance over Johanne Defay.
A big win there for Brisa Hennessy into the semi-finals once again. She's a winner already on tour, and the yellow jersey, she's wearing it well.